Hey everybody, this video is going to show you how to modify the graduate medallion for seniors to include your name in any of your logos. So this is the file template that you're going to download that I've essentially given to you. You'll notice on the left browser you have your setup and you have 6 operations. I only want you to modify 2 operations, your name and the optional logos. That's it. Don't touch the setup or the rest of these, as they have been checked and triple checked and they are all working perfectly. So all we want to do is modify this text. Now that said, to modify this text and these logos, you actually have to go into the design workspace. So let's do that. Let's go to the design workspace. And you'll notice here that sketch 12 is visible and it actually contains those logos. That's why we need it visible. Sketch 11 has your name. So the first thing you're going to do is open up sketch 11 and modify that text. So if you double click on, am I in sketch 1? Let's modify sketch 11, edit sketch, and double click on the text and you can write your name in here. Now the default text is Times New Roman and it matches not only what's on the front, but it also matches the class of text as well. I would recommend that you keep that text for uniformity's sake, but this is your medallion. So if there's something else that you think would be fitting, then so be it. Do as you choose. Now that said, one thing to keep in mind is you want your name. I think what looks symmetrical and nice is to have it here in the middle of the medallion. If you have a longer name or multiple, if what you're putting won't fit here, you are free to change the size, the character spacing, and to modify the box so that it's stacked or however you'd like. Just keep in mind that the where we're adhering the glue is going to take probably the top third. This is where we're going to put in the ribbon. So once you modify this, you're going to click OK. And I just want to show you, see if I can find the right sketch for, okay. So this sketch, it's a little hard to see, is going to be the crosshatch. This is where we're going to glue the ribbon to the metal. So don't have your name too close to that, which is also why its current location works really well. The ribbon will essentially take like the top third of this. So don't get too close to there with any of your images or you risk covering them up. All right, so once you change your name here, you're going to finish your sketch and it should automatically extrude that. But if that extrusion doesn't work, if it gives you an error, then come down here and just reselect it for extrusion. The depth doesn't matter too much, just have it go 0.1 down, which should already be what it's doing. And then that will be ready to cut in the next step. If you want to, now the logos are optional. Here I put a foot like for track or maybe cross country, kind of that Hermes foot, a football and a baseball just as examples of some different sports or athletics that somebody could choose to represent on the back of their medallion. Now what this is this is just a line art image I found off of Google, did a trace on Illustrator, and then dropped on here as a vector, an SVG file, because this makes it really easy to trace with our 1/16 ball. And the settings are already there. Let's just do a quick example together. So say I wanted to do a basketball. I found, I just searched for basketball line art, and I'm going to take one of these simple objects and just do a trace on it. So let me show you how to do that. I'm going to take my image, I'm going to place it on Illustrator. Let's see here. I'm going to take this basketball I found earlier. Size isn't really important. All I need to do is image trace, and it should be really easy because it's just simple lines. I'm not even going to move this around, but I could if I wanted to. You should be letting me expand. Okay, expand it, and now I have my vector. Now I can save it to a file, save as, save on your computer. SVG is what we want. I'm going to call it basketball line art. Now as an SVG, I can import that here. So I'm already in sketch 12. So let's say I'm going to get rid of the football, and I'm going to insert the SVG from my computer that has the basketball on it. And it's really big right now, so I can just take this corner and shrink it down. That's about symmetrical with the other ones. Take the square, place it where I want, click OK, and there it is. Now, this box was included. I probably could have deleted that in Illustrator, but I can do it here, or I can just tell it not to select that as well. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to finish that sketch. Now, that sketch has to be visible, so make sure that you leave that on. You're going to go back to the manufacturer workspace. And here, remember, we're only modifying these two. So here, if you lost your name, if it doesn't recognize it anymore, come here, select your name in the chain selections. You probably have to do each letter and click OK. And then the engrave should, if we have all the same default settings, it should be perfect just like that. Now let's go to the logo trace. Now it's giving me the warning it lost references. Yes, that's fine. So it's going to keep the existing references. You're going to see the chains here at lost. Just delete anything that, any chains it lost. Oop. Okay, and now I'm going to add in these chains. And this is maybe slightly more complex than just a simple basketball, but it's the beauty of customizing. You do what you want. Now you do want to try and get the chains where it's the entire objects instead of just sides at a time. Maybe some of the little ones I'll leave out. It could get a little messy, but the preview will show you that. And we'll check the simulation here in just a minute. Oh, that's the one I want. Let's see if there's an open chain. I'm just going to delete that one. Okay. All right, so I have the new image there. Let's click OK and see what it looks like. All right, as you can see, that looks good. If you want to double check it, go ahead and turn the model off, and you can simulate either just a single operation or the whole setup. So here's our 1/16 ball, and lo and behold, that looks really nice. All right, from there, all my design and simulations are done, and I have to come up here to the NC program and update this. So I'm going to keep the name, keep everything, just put maybe your name right here, so student 1 on the comments, and then keep all the same optional stops. You can double check operations, make sure everything's there, and then you're going to post it. And once we post it, you're going to take that file, put it on a thumb drive, and take it over to the Haas mill where we're going to engrave the back of your graduation medallion. And it will look exactly like this. All right, guys, that is all I have. If you have any questions, you know what to do.